Yesterday, predecessor, former President Mahama, said that God brought the MPP government, so that Ghanaians can appreciate the NDC. So Ghanaians want stagnation, not progress. They want high inflation, not low inflation. Ghanaians want the Unemployed Graduates Association. They don't want NAPCO. They want a poor agriculture, not planting for food and jobs. No new industries. Rather than one district, one factory. Every year, 100,000 on the average. JHS students, when he was in office, could not find a place in secondary school and had to go home because their parents
Abushia Michel Bibia, Obaba Modiana share video.
to go back to that and not
Thank you, welcome.
The people who were asleep when they were in the comfortable lead, only to wake up to find that the country had rejected them. They're still asleep. They will not wake up and see that Ghana has moved on. We are moving on to a new era of hope and progress. We have a leader who has no record he can defend, who has no prescriptions for the future, no policies for the future. We have never had any policy coming from this leader about what is going to happen in the future under him. Negativity. That's all we hear. Ghanaians have moved on. God is not so wicked as to punish Ghanaians again with the rule of John Mahama and the National Democratic Congress. That is not what God is going to do. Ghana has moved on, and we are now in an era of hope and an era of progress, and we're going to march on. Next year, the people who are still asleep are going to get another big choke with an impending victory.
Abusia mame mo bibia kwa ba di no da so Dr. Ren sene ewunim no oba bomodiana share ye bedi nkomo me topic ne me title no ewo ho etunim bebi a me de me nkomo de befa mame ma empemfo a mohye mu anyina me mo nyina mo akwa aba me nchia Paul ata ohwe me ewo Dr. Ren Facebook sanso na Dr. Ren TV fo nyina so mo akwa aba eno admasa bichiao minua nana atakra ewo ho ejekum ono nso so de we say your NDC scam people wachire na adwene ne de no sa nete democracy ne de obi abechire na adwene sa pepepe eso ade sa yenim de accommodate no aha obi bini ba King George bichiao Ebusia, Michelle Waha, say something so that I can acknowledge your presence. Winyaba, just say something. Billy, Jane Jones, Waha, Lisa Davis, Tina, Ewaha, Aminat, Ewaha, say. If you come, say something. Okay, Olabisi, Afana, say something, say something. Anyway. And common is very simple. 2024, you all know Abdullah staff. And so, you all know, said 2024, a year of election. November, America for better 2 year. UK, the are 2 year da. Ama, SSM, our United Kingdom. A DNA labor, and it was war. You call a year, a friend is American, so I'm better November. Ghana, better December. Now, question is, are we going to allow corruption to break the 8? Are we going to allow people who are corrupt to break the 8? For me, my take tonight is for us to interrogate the MPP government, when it comes to the politics. For almost 8 years. Women say to fight corruption at the same. Have they been able to fight corruption? These are the things that I say inform me with thoughts, I inform me with mind, going into this year's election. So you need to ask yourself, as a Ghanaian, should I vote for the NDC or should I vote for the MPP? Or should I vote for the third force presidential candidate? Be he Alan Kojo Chremanting, be he Kofi Kranting, or any other person. Say MPP government, the government so my Ghana eko sala eto aba edemano. Na member the reasons why in tia with fact. Na also wo de ato wadwenem na eja also eja wohunu de ekoso scandals under this particular MPP government. Remember said another danko Akufo-Addo say ye nyina ye citizens and ye spectators. And it as a citizen no maybe the say meka no kre na de achiro. The question is corruption has not reduced under MPP government. When it comes to corruption, it reduces under MPP government. Let's establish the fact. Say oba MPP amemwe ya corruption no and reduce here. Every day beyond take corruption on say. As a matter of fact, this particular government in Kwane government waba ne busuafo anipanka said they say ne busuafo ni nuanom na dofo family and friends. And so a deep neck in corrupt activities. Now, I'm able to be what do I say? Because for me, I live with principles. I don't move with a friend is saying, I don't allow my emotions to override my reasoning. I'm also a Ghanaian and a stakeholder. Because so when I want to me. And I believe, say, it's very, very important we take politics seriously in Ghana. Say, and take politics serious in Ghana. You the weaker minds to always lead the nation. Because people are not going to challenge them and provoke them to bring the best and offer the best of services to Ghana. And they be a mekase, what to announce Ghana ne de mfa wo ho a wo ye wo ho. What to announce Ghana and seven mfa wo ho a wo ye wo ho. Aminchia eye Abna Grant. Abna what nene meti won kan chero. Yes, Kofi GH ewo ha. Ana eye Owura Kofi Afum motivations wa say oko eye the Facebook eye Afum Dakwa eye parliamentary candidate Emma Wasa East. Third force, boane de boa. It will search no Afum Dakwa or Facebook and maybe a person supporting the campaign. No. Do so. You are coming na boa. Yeah, you call it for third force. So doc a day kulo bastard Agyapadie document creative at its best. Look, you better come on afa a year corruption. And of course, Agyapadie document. These are the two things as original. So now they two abetia NPP. Jonas Michia, Kofi Michia, Kojo Michia. These are the two things as original. So now the two aba etia NPP. Don't be a fool, and don't let anybody lie to you. Say Akufo-Addo no, they came purposely to save the nation and help Ghanaians. They came purposely for themselves, their families, and their friends. Now, Mama Watia says corruption has not what reduced under a Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Now, let me also put it on record, say Bawumia is more wicked than Nana Addo. Agree with me. Don't doubt it. Me say Bawumia is more wicked than Nana Addo. Now, I'm saying Anna Yunia Manasseh or the book we to abonting. And the book you know what say Otumfo knew about Napo, se Bawumia, ebe pekino, se ono de be ne running mate, abrana Akufo-Addo kra no woni. Now, obi beka se anase we de nkenya hwe, enya asem bia, eya asem. The reason why ya asem ni say, enam Nana-Addo so ana Bawumia ejina baby a wogina wa abrabo. Enya Nana-Addo a nka Bawumia nkonye vice president. And Nana-Addo was somebody when it comes to Bawumia no oputi Bawumia and was supported against all odds. When people said no, yempe Bawumia no, Nana-Addo ejina Bawumia echi. So one would have thought to say ne Bawumia ba be ne running mate nka nipa yeso nkone ne share adwene first Nana-Addo. But we saw the betrayal okodi nkan kobo otumfo amane is because of a Asante vote. And intimamente kobo otumfo amane na otumfo encourage other as a friends ahemfo wa Asante memu to think say na ponu oye ne wo fa ase no ono na mafa ne nti Asante man and support him. Bawumia is somebody who is cunning. Oye den oye cunning. Ye ka so be a cunning na oye obi oye te say akablemieza. Oye nabra benin, oye kuntomponi, what dada nipa to get what he wants. And that is how Bawumia is. Bawumia is a typical British ni awatna grumache. Or pebibia free wa, or be defen no when you or be show the true character at the actual. That is who Bawumia is. Let's establish these facts. Because your 2024 election, you know, is Ghana against MPP. Because when I say MPP for so you Ghana for there be. MPP for you na Ghana for. Kwame Nkrumah ka asem bi, and I hope say me nsa beka asem no. Na betimi akoti e de a kire. Ma menhwe say me nsa beka. Me mpese me kan biara keke, but I want to make sure say metimi akoti e Kwame Nkrumah verbatim. Na at least no so what asem a me kan. Anyway, Kwame Nkrumah say, for it would be useless to chase out the colonial rulers if the Africans who replaced them were just as greedy and ruthless. Now, it will be useless to chase out the colonial rulers if the African who replaced them were just as greedy and ruthless. Now, we've seen Akufo-Addo and we've seen Bawumia. Now, what makes Bawumia very dangerous? They say he doesn't even honor his own words. Dr. Ren platforms, they be one moment too. He's streaming with 2 different platforms. So I think it's one of the platforms. No? Yeah, not sometimes. Maybe I miss streaming. Anyway, and to us. So, Bawumia Obi are very, very cunning. Or you're dangerous. And was I wicked. Thank you, Ahmed Pankasa. Sa kramai ahubra CDB. Fake it until you make it. That is Bawumia for you. Eti Bawumia ba here no or first wife. But because ono set the first wife no enya presentable ntino. Bawumia the first wife no or not te. Or the see krasi. And on the second wife na Samira no. What did nam ejinchia? Now look at Samira. Say yen kotua ba shane dressing. Yen kotua ba shane dressing. These are people who live 2 parallel lives. Yen kotua ba Samira guma yafi mebwana. Yen kotua ba dia or ye slay second lady. O slay. Kopem time e baba kotua ba no guma yafi. No, I don't want to say you want to gun and you know your pet. Mobro wafon, one no me your pet wabwa. Young Kotua Bash politicians, MPs. You know, Betty Kenke, your 2 Aberia, young who be da, or you call the same hospital, or Mama and call the same school, our Mumuti village, or Mukobi, you know. These are people who fake lives. They live two parallel lives. And we need to say it as it is. What I said? He's like a wolf in sheep clothing. True. And yeah, 2024 election. Don't let anybody lie you say Baumia or Brennan Wase. Baumia or Brennan Wase is a wicked soul. I'm saying this. Mr. Baumia, a wicked soul. And you see, in our politics, no. Politician Ibian Baya or Tessa Baumia or yet dangerous. Look, on no one I'm dealing with your seven papa. Godfrey Mitchell. On no one I'm dealing to send your door back to a boy no. On no one I'm dealing to send your pewasam back to a boy one pewasam. On no one I'm dealing because of the bio person when you're free won't tea. When you're free, what pet no action and went free home. Sana Baumia de. Now, maybe establishing the fact in tea make cancer same way. Now, when they say me some na make casa in a just make two and some good from him can know. Because Baumiano, Ubeka so no your papa won't pay. Me makacho say opasia pen beka chere be say ye Baumia and papa mempe. O Jimmy for Nabecas and the Kufuad where your papa won't pay. Be a gun and he and the dear Bussy and the Japadia man is so interesting. And by virtue, some me a gun and you know, where you may Bussy. These things, understand it. And more be mechanical so now, Mahama no your papa and Kaope, or your Ghana name, Missumi a Ghana name, and I have every right to talk about Ghana because I'm a stakeholder. A Japadiano, ya Missumi Japadio, and ya obi get it right to say a Japadian and ya Kufuadamo Ediao. Uka, when I would the one who can say Obi news to a Japadian anyhow. Means to me, Penny will be used to me a Japadi anyhow. Because I am a property. I am a protected. I am a Shenyan Saninsa. Then Faso Basso. Because we'll be Diano, we'll be Cromono. Yet the Shanyans of one side and Faso Basso may to be two bata, and Yan Fasoni be. These are things we need to establish. These are things we need to drum home to the Ghanaian. Not Ghanaian in Tiasie. In Temo being dada, say a Kufuado dear. No, the Sikadada, a Obwa. A Kufuado near the Sika because of Ghana. Nipa Penya is because of Ghana. Let's establish these facts. Now, you're quite him. Because me Japadi and who quite Juma. Now, bra, me sure say one for Sika and come out Pasias one Resuma. Bewana. Mumu Waina or Dr. Ren at this particular hour and time. Obeka said, a bra wa brewa brabumi in our Sika Obadam so on Jesu. Whatever my Pasias one Jesu. Yabi, whatever my Yansani. So on Jesu. And until you afraid be a Japadian. Na baby basso. A Japadia, yes, sir, with Jawa dear at the pa. And a Papian also would Japadia or German Passia. The Bapasia, Nabi. German and Senia Woofy, and found him fear winner. So these things, the end was ye papa. Letitia Michel. Now, Yantua and Commoneso, because a Yamipa. The nation's Uncle TV, Michel. Now, ya establish a fact where we know. Yanya deep and Fabaumia. Enti America say, oh, you're dangerous than a kufu ado. Now, maybe can't ensemble afa Baumia. Baumia and the catcher Ghana for you now say, when the fundamentals are weak, the city will expose you. Rasa Pochmo, Josh Michel, Nana O Michel. Now, you say a woo. That time no opposition. And no kind. I say fundamentals, no say you're weaker. Cities no be expose you. I am pa no great. When you kwenya no wo bear muno. Fundamentals na yenim say a weak na kombe strong no. Fundamentals na tete apansam no. And no be ka kire Ghana for so. E wo mu say fundamentals na weak dia. Sid ni be expose you mum. Na mum hunyansa. Asamo on Ghana for can would atemu. Was in the I walk logic. Amibusaw. Emra Mahama time ni de na what logic no. Na wa yira ko techima. Ana na wa yira ko keka mikro. Ana se na wa yira ko baabi a yennim ani ye pe ne kira kwan. Na bi ni pan kasasa. Se unua time ne nya. Na se unya akukudro ka se enya. Wo penso no nya akukudro ka se ne me kan about NDC na enya no me pachaw. Ye de ebe agye yensem. Then Ghanaians will know say you are somebody who didn't crack now brown was it. Then enye kraman wa brase fake it till we get power and then we will show Ghanaians where power lies. So what? Bawumia is not a credible candidate. And in politics, no, they could enter upasa wotu abama MPP because of credibility. Only Bawumia and to the same house. Na when we suban nyina but enum asem na eba no sani otimidi osia ye woyo no ena ma wo kwakoto abade ama no ye friend trust what you say and you trust and say oh papa enum asem no de me gina so ato aba ama no sani oba obeya ama me it is any pan wo gina so na to aba de ma no na wo ba no wonye saa ne ye no wo sesa na no na de bia wo dane a kan hu no say wadane ne ho aboa wo chameleon was a sunny suban was a sunny casas sunny neo. Such person can't be trusted with our natural resources. You come to me in fact bibi sama some no what take na de bia me wonu say your words and your actions and your deeds are never in tandem. I will not trust you with something precious. Mimi suban no. And this me ya Ghana ni. Na me pese me di me gold, me diamond, me bauxite, me manganese, me lithium, me gas, me oil, me sea, me bibia eso will be inside. That person must be a trusted person. His words, his actions, his deeds should be in tandem. And unti asante say nipa no si awoyo enti de buodi ni die de mano. So nipa ni sinas wonyo dia. Why should I trust him with all these precious minerals, precious resources? All these resources. And then I say me the command. Because me the command no. Send you one kind of crane one din in some so. What the san you man the 419 na ebe bata wo sa de bia e dia nante. And so ade enso ye so wonu say ewiase no. Abrabo na ayebo. Life is not a game. We say life and a game of chance. Every minute and every second count. And every decision from the leader is very precious. It can make or break a nation. In Ghana, because of decision of people. The decision of the MPP government for this particular 8 years, Ghana, from 122 million Ghana cedis, no, and they billion Ghana cedis, and they are them 600, 700 and something. These are the truth. And Agyapadie will be the gross. And you should get worried. Not in the name of politics in tea. Men from Agyapadie ma or cramine. No one for an also saw the sa. No one said no. Ebio. Ebanesa me ko Libya ko bob. Me ko Libya ko brewo. Ebanesa. Me twan tro dia tro obi krom. Apenkrata. These are things we need to understand. The realities of the life. The bad decisions of our leaders. And this MPP government, what they promise us is not what we are seeing. Look, I'll be honest with you. Okay? I won't lie you. Just recently, I got a very good, sweet deal to come and campaign for MPP. This, they make entire. All that I need to do is say, yo, Mate, I'm going to support MPP campaign in Western region, especially in Nzema. I got a sweet deal. A Land Cruiser, a police protection, an amount of money that I'll be paid. It's a nice deal. I'm a young man. A life, I know good things. I've got taste. But should I choose my taste over the nation's suffering? Should I choose how the multitude, the people in Ghana, a lot of our mothers are suffering to be so because I what taste, and I can speak, and I can speak to my people in Nzema because I did it. I can show you text messages from MPs, former MP or Nzema, begging me come because I'm the voice of Nzema. Upo umpo, I'm the voice. When I speak, the Nzemas listen. When I speak, them paying for the chiefs and people in Nzema, they hear me. And I realize that. What good is it to me to get these little things and my people will suffer? Litisha mwakwaba, make me chill. Mekwaminya at the expense of my people. That is not what my grandfather Kwame Nkrumah taught my family people. That is not what he taught Ghanaians. See, life is all about thinking about others. If I can't care about my Ghanaian brother, my Ghanaian sister, irrespective of which particular region that you come from, then I have failed in life. Know this till the day you die. Remember this till the day you die. If you cannot help a Ghanaian better his or her life under the sun, you have failed in life. This is the truth. It is a gospel. Hold it closer to your heart. So what profits do I gain? If I'll get the Land Cruiser, get the amount of money they want to pay me, my travel in and out, anytime I want to come in, they will pay for my traveling expenses, first class. What good is it to me? I'm in charge of violations, uncle. And that is the gospel truth. When it comes to MPP, I know MPP in and out. And if I want MPP to sponsor me, it's just a phone call to Mami Frema Opare. Oh, mommy, my radio, Matthias here, I'm coming to support. That's all. Case closed. But I'm telling you, so this political party MPP, we need to change them. Not because I hate them, no. But because of the things they promised Ghanaians. And a year man. Because they never promised that they will go to IMF. And I'm a boy. What can say about IMF? What can say about IMF? And they call IMF and I am called IMF. Maybe sound I mean to say it's an interactive program into for comment tour. Yako IMF and I am called yes or no. Are you there? Vivian Mitchell, Eric Mitchell, Ajima David Mitchell, Samuel Aban Mitchell, One Africa Mitchell. Maybe Samuel and Yako IMF and I am called. Now, so be catch us some for won't call IMF, no, don't call IMF. Sani Bakron, you toss to edginity. You cost to edginity. Maybe some more, no, because you're Ghana for a crony, you'll be back for the hour. I am in no me, no dear. Care about others. Think about others, especially many animal woman on eno. Many animal more abrochino. And you are going to say, oh, the way now, a year minimum wage be. Maybe I will year we a nest, maybe I'll do £20 be an hour be 25 be. And I be a jar, maybe I will a friend say a year 40 to 60K bracket be. Be out the okwa £50 an hour. Maybe out the okwa 70, 80 be which 1 hour. I mean, Samu, the governance are MPP for AD enemy. Ayaofe. And then $1 and then I'm 16 cities. Okodro was in America too. Mama dear, so no one yet. Me can be because campaign Tian was for the first time. Me aminia kabla. Paul Agyapadie no de ye de ope. Unso so high ade ne ye wo de no. Usro so obekasa. Ghana ni nya MPP for nka dia o tom. Itibi wa no kasa. Oh, me YouTube, me nim de ntia. YouTube me nim de ntia ayesa. YouTube for mo wa mo share ma me na. Ye kwa anim pa na all of a sudden. Yeah. Your way in SWAT. One share mommy on YouTube. Anyway, and to us. It is a war. Na say, what is scandals be under MPP? The king kai makuma di amount in foul pen, foul paper. Na yen shasi. Na yen can about NDC. Any MPP. Omunyina ye inu anom de ne nso nim se ba ko bi de obae no. Or the one day one scandal nko anenam. Ene mate se ambulance. Yesi ye po bi obesiesie ambulance no kra keke no. Ipa kro no ayesi won siesie no. Eye president ni nua, president ne ba. Ana ono angasa nso use ambulance service for workers. Omo friends and fitters, mechanics, repair ambulance no. And what fetch no ono akwaji hu sika. Some 50 something million US dollars. Me no me enu sika wo. Ani e dia ma obi na nipa ba ko agi o. You are nipa mate. Ana nipa ba ko agi sika. Now can you imagine? And I could for the bye. I could be a restaurant. $6 million US dollars for this restaurant. Chef now yeah Diane wo. And go for Chef Smith. You so I had here. Go for chef outside Ghana. Just when you advertise, when Ghana chefs, Ghana for me continental dishes and you may nice chefs on meeting about a year in the Papa restaurant. She does not even trust any Ghanaian chef to even cook at a restaurant. How wicked can these people be? Now, Yantua and commodity because and then commodity you be deeper. Now, you become Mako. Ama also what assembly be we are by Agyapadie near the Arab. Now, was work with the air cost me. I mean, Chiamo Moshemo Rainbow, a your friend is saying, a year me, Dr. Ren page, our Facebook and so. So, Omujis are a year, no, a friend is a page, no, I feel na bar. Menu me no year shan kakrank, inti, yen shasi. And then one time to say Kufuado and Castle or just corrupt too, because and then Kufuado Nankasa or Galamsey site to Ashanti region. Another word Galamsey site or Ashanti region. Ashanti regional minister or Galamsey site. Only a Kufuado on Galamsey site. The president now say, I will put my job on the line. He's rather the Galamseya. He's a very criminal. And I think 3 days ago, 2 days ago, Anamene, I think 3 days ago rather, Anamene a year Ghana for small scale president, within a nutrition cover. I will Rainbow Radios 92.4 FM. And also Dr. Rene Kufuado Dubai. And was say, yeah, yes, small scale minus Nina. I was in Waba, opposite, or then she said, Papa, Papa, into be enjoy the concession warrior. No, be a fan and crack tan and bramets and warm, set and crack tiny legitimate. I'll bet me a year, you man no pa. Pani said, small scale miners in our gun and you know more concession now, do more documents no coy. Ombetiane said, one concession now, one who crack tan where they better binds are buying. You won't crack tar the year, you know. So Betty answer my catcher almost said, one better neck. Call back to concession so not China for any police for any goose. I buy anti one concession. I'm a China for. And I'm saying the banner send crown a China for no crabina, Quenya bar, chrome one more ye galam say. And was in a transnamin children. Was it can 2008 ECC Stadium New Year, machines now, the year stadiums, the ECC stadiums, no. Not do know China for there. China for never year, EBC stadiums, no for time. So they be a macadam say, go for appens, no go for galam say for China for buy. Now you see stadium New Year, China for no more contractors, no, so baby on my Fabiano, I see stadium piano, baby, you good. It's excavators, no, they buy. Umuye sa excavators and almost started so omu de ye galam say. And a Ghana for them say abuying them and supporting in terms of funding. I bet me and they are to excavate into China for na a year mining no to mining no omukoboru a year excavators ni free a year China for no. One man no bet me at the time ni kwaje busia wo a year GN Bank and to excavators ni the Ghana for no omo no mutumi a year adwuma no kese na no mo first omo nya funding no omo ko bo busia wo a year GN Bank any UT Bank inti aban no e ka se wo mo fo wo mo document mre no was steady document no enkofo bebre no ba bi omo gi wo mo source of funding e de ye ga omo de mining no ti aban no hunu say e GN banks no any UT bank no na sponsor a small scale miners to do no inti yemgu wo mo nyuma ti wo hwe Agyapadie document no it tells you about the banking cleanup exercise no and no was intertwined with a small scale miners and into Ghana and the small scale miners are more Ghana no wo mo nyuma bebre na de egu bank na egu no mo so nyuma de egu ana China for na de wo mo ye adwuma. See how wicked and evil Akufo-Addo is. Akufo-Addo empower. Leadership is a key. Without a leader who has empathy, the feeling of a year, so wunya timama wunia. Akufo-Addo ni bi, ba wumia ni bi. Nanse yen chaye, Kennedy akumpre kwa Japan na menene nye free beam. Ni adamfo ye bubu ni dan gu ye adamfo ni so dan na ba be ye kaya ye for hostels as then de na ekobubu ni gu ye be bubu sa Agyapadie na ye bo ba omi amane ne yire bo na amane ba omi ayire ni papa eni ni nua e na mo sma ye national security say ye nkobubu ye obi Agyapadie ba omi na onembi me say ba omi de one of the most wicked Ghanaian. Onye Muslimin ni papa. Onye Nkramuni papa. Into wodi boni a wodi ni wickedly. Because oni tema. Oni sense of feeling emanipa. Oh, ba omi asem de me campaign de me nyusu V8. Ye the coaches and ye de be campaign oboa. Aya omo kwa wonhwe. Omo the coaches ne buses akese. Na omo V8 bebre na sasa so de enya kakra mo no obo. That Ghana for no akọ park V8 ni wo baabi. Inye free kromu wo pe na ya betan be V8 ne de name na no mkoye bi na abrante bi etwa videos bebre o se hwe omo wan mo no omo ye wo omo basis yi pe na mo se mo de campaign enso V8 bebre ba ya kan makomako over 40 so efree. It tells you the nature of who Bawumia is. So such a man, we cannot entrust him with our natural resources. Inti yenko a year scandal no. Yemfri on yenko a year. 1.22 billion, $1.22 billion Ghana card project. Mufanchem na menya code kakra. 1 billion 22 million Ghana cedis. $1 million Ghana card aye. Eko wi echire kra se Ghana card no kra bi mutua ona amebo. Me number 2 number 2 and 3. Okay, you got 20,000 bribe demand by the presidency from any investor seeking to meet the president. Yeah, what I say, Bruni fita. Ebi ame na me kan abeka say bi ame di atro. Because ebi ame de won jimi ndi become ye nipa tuntu. But Bruni no de, me nim say won jini di. Asante ji Bruni di pa. Me ame krum asante for. Ye de eji abrofo di. Ntimi etu din de, ye de Bruni abata ho. Say wa Bruni, kwa me Bruni, sa na etie. Inferiority complex. Enye nyina de, ma me kan okre. Obejina abontin ka kire say president. The more obeso ode boa Ghana. Esi wontua sika. Besine president yi na no. Besine Eugene Ayemu yi o man. Yento aso. Australia Games visa scandal. Cash for seat scandal. Ghana pe ene esi wo mo ntiase. Omo ko Australia ko e games. Omo ko duwa. Ye friend ba akudin a wate asem na eye visa immigration officer no Australia business so you can hear. And there Kufuado. Deaf and dumb no. Womono omutiminya healing e Australia. Kufuado. What about Bawumia? Omo ye criminals. Na Bawumia is more criminal than Kufuado. I have said this several times. Minja, I will come and tell you the reason why. Now, Yanko collapse of indigenous banks, about 15,000 job losses under President Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Mokai Nyantichi, Osi Akufo-Addo was shedding bottom. I am panso. Akufo-Addo was shedding bottom to send them money. I repeat, a friend is saying, contumely. Now, Mua Bohan Kaka near the Kobe near to Tunkobi no near the Ngoko, and so many maybe an India. Assembly. Then twice. A Tinyantechi bribe on behalf of President dubious 2.5 million a year Ghana Post GPS. It is saying a makike. It young twice. Young call a year bust 15 million contaminated fuel scandal, where Ghana has lost about $15 million in revenue following moves by the Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation Company Limited, bust, to sell a year contaminated fuel to non-existent oil companies. Documents cited revealed that Bust agreed and sold 5 million liters of contaminated fuel to non-existent a year moving Pina Energy, Zoop Oil. And also, no ma saying no. It's Remo Amunkayo, Ishman Kuma, you do no ma saying. And to us, number 6 and 7 and 8, young quay. Ministry of Trade, Presidency, 100,000 CD cash for seats. Saga. When I under MPP for no some breaking 8. I just want you to know Sika. We know me no Yesika. Sikana ye money free abroche coffee. Now no a year 2023 in Ghana for a abroche aquentu. The ultimate document ya Bank of Ghana the better abonti $4.6 billion. Say Sikani the be kwaya yemfa bi bank. Yemfa bi mfa a boga money transfer so. Burger money transfer. Yes, you can in a different burger money transfer. So if you are the shape to if you cry, you put to your jeans, your packet bear 10,000, send your declare. Maslock, CEO in a unilateral second-hand car importation. A scandal where the CEO of Microfinance and Small Loan Center, Maslock, has been caught in matters of matters that is including single-handedly procuring about 1,800 home-use vehicles from Destro Impex into Maslock and Sodiano. Ninyina yanda Kufuado. Yembra NLA CEO granting his in-laws sole source contract exceeding, CEO's limit. A scandal about the CEO may kind every document into the same one. A scandal about the CEO of the National Lotteries Authority, NLA. Kofi Ose Ameya, when you Kofi Ose, Yeminia Kofi Ose. Ana Kofi Ewa. Hey, what could this can be now on cancer? Kofi Ose Ewa na. Freedom fighter Kofi Ose. Ewa, brother, be you. Kofi Ose Ameya awarding 11 contracts to the sister-in-law, an issue which has raised questions of conflict of interest. The CEO approved the contract worth more than 500,000 cedis to Rama Hassan to supply end-of-year packages. Kofi say no. I was saying no. MMT CEO, gift me chair. Officer on tape seeking to breach procurement processes. Metro Mass Transit scandal. And also planting for food and jobs. 18 million dubious expenditure. The scandal where Minister of Food and Agriculture, Dr. Efriye Akoto, was found wanting over 10 million Ghana cedis contract to supply chemicals to fight for fall army worm. The a friend saying procured chemicals turned out to be fake. Could not help farmers combat the devastating worms. The 8 million Ghana cedis allocated for the public education to combat fall army worm invasion also saw very little being done, leaving farmers at the mercy of the worms. In Tisika Edema, a year a free yakutu, Nanuya Nanema Mika baby. Na Sikana Edema, no. So on fambo who the wrong educated farmers. A fa a year yaria eba womu and no bias. Sikano crown yan fan quanko education bia. A year a friend is saying 18 million, so I said, Eja, a Kobomodiana and continue to talk a year chemicals, needing my farmers and so Now, these are the things you have to understand. Corruption under this MPP government, the word ganganto and crady is it can wear the view of ganganto on a chair and can say the MPP. Now, this is MPP Omkacha and said, Akufo-Addo was not corrupt. He's not going to be corrupt, and he would never be corrupt. But today we've seen Nyama make it catch away. Now, Yembra a year, the dubious 178 million US dollars a year GVG Kelny NCA deal, a scandal where the Ministry of Communication has signed a 178 million questionable 10-year contract with Kelny GVG to provide calls, monitoring, and revenue assurance, all of which an existing company, AfriWave and NCA, have the capacity to do. They were a Kobia, Omaho, Dibeting, say, Jumawi. One more year no soprano, and yes, on my begins, I see capitulity. But this government, and I'm saying, we see can follow Busadi Edintino. Kedium do Sikai. 178 million. Now think about Sikane Bobono, Junemusa said, Sasike. Ye de ma a year Ghana Jedifo Mame for Papa for. Don't you think, Senka, or how ne bed in and which then Kesobeti? At least a sobeti. Farmers here and they may can't someone a year rice and get the go a food I am from any. You see food shortage ever Ghana, and we freedom fighters, Yaka for over 2 years. So there's going to be food shortage. Ghana. Henry Jenvi, Oram, say, young freedom fighters, yaka about food shortage. And they newspapers are about food shortage. Ghana, hiti Ghana. And Subenya Minister of Agric and Wakasa, we are not going to hand over power. Instead of thinking about how to solve the food shortage, issues, there be because you see, what Ghana no, ya catch us so ube heaven into one really the assassin so one really with Agyapadie na was assassin so. And then I'm say, young freedom fighters, say, think about and your man air custom. And don't let anybody lie. You say politics is a dirty game or discourage you from following your resources. Because when you say a dirty game, when in the entry, my catch say a kufa no you sikeni or you yeni. A Ghana na ma okufuado enye sika. Akufuado mbenye sika no the Ghana din eba bruchire ebe kan so almost seek political asylum. 1958, go to Google and Google the data Akufuado bag UK say time a Ghana for nyina ani age ayenya ye found you know 6th of March 1957 Akufuado ne papa ne busuafo and the family and friends na no supporting freedom now no a self-government now. They left Ghana. By UK, seeking political asylum, and by British citizens. Actually, and renouncing almost citizenship. Said Ghana for. And internet before by say, so one for dual citizenship and ma, MPP for be because MPP for be no papa no nanam. British citizen, Emma woman so be citizens of a Britain. And I said, me be a friend of dual citizenship. Me introduce you a MPP for the one I work you. It you conform to say Kufuado Munyan. It covered them until so Babaya MP or renouncing the British citizen. A Kufuado what's a British citizen? Now, enko yedim. Enche yedi enko mo ne be Ghana assisted the SMO money expenditure. Akufuado Baumia, and no crowd about Baumia crown spending because Baumia was in charge of it and almost spending 5.3 million Ghana cedis of taxpayers' money on a year Ghana assisted celebration. A year contrary to promises that the taxpayers' money would not be used. Now Baumia, the chairman of Ghana committee, a year Kenamankwamo, no more spending says he can we. In him the year and so. President Akufuado assurance that homosexuality in Ghana is bound to happen. Yeah, woman running betium kofa de bay napu kofa de bay. Napu. Me mumbusa napu se odi be mato. Question. Mumbusa napu so odi be mato ana. Ko November ye de nyina ba betuja. So odi be mato se be ma di ne to. And I've told you the two antichrists are more mistake. These are the antichrist of Ghana. These are anti-Ghanaians. They are more dangerous, they are more evil, and they are more wicked. No. The preference and ma and the memma and I am mankwa and I am memankwa umusana polo yanko yani you do not send cry so numbers in the mapamuti I say document na we read it from phone I ode saboswana different anyway yanko a year the unprecedented a year 998 presidential staffers list and a year Akufuado Moa office of the president Kovo Brine Juma and Governor Moya Jumane Bebrinoa no internet is no more. What do you say? Nanata that is why his nose is always stuck. And another Ofori Jacob Linda Page, Jonas Brown, Agnes Mensa, Bichiamina, Isaka Said Bichiam. Right, Grant. Now, Yanko, a year collapse of 7 indigenous banks under Akufuado. Akufuado by and also collapse Ghana banks and what China for. Now, Media ansana mede ensem ni nyina we be wie no. Yenhwe air ticket fare Akufo-Addo time. Na odware wo wiem. Uka kire Akufo-Addo MPP for say na dey comfort trotro na nam wiem. And Akufo-Addo no woni sika dada. And Akufo-Addo no woni sika. Me maka kire mo say McDan. The plane na o use na nyane dey awo. McDan, the plane na esi no say eye ne dey ano. Me say enye ne dey a. Eye Akufo-Addo dey a. But the Akufo-Addo be kasa eye ne dey a Ghana for be kasa. Enti dey a sha McDan, say McDan dey a. I say why you me NDC time. Omo pu obi di sika awia ma na why you me. Ye the man say why you me. Ye the man wati. Kokoji. We be bo ho ban. Akufo-Addo so me ba me chi why you me obo oni why you me. Sika no a why you me gi when NDC time. Na why you me no dey be man Akufo-Addo. Ti why you me ne ma me wu ye. Akufo-Addo was a chief mourner. Politics no ho. TMA. Why you me mami we na Akufo-Addo a chief mourner? The oh no. Enti play na esi one there. Me there metiti. Metiti with back with documents say McDan play na any there na say e Akufo-Addo there. Akufo-Addo tu kwan ya play ben no dey call. Ambassador at large. Papa no man no ahye skinny jeans na de bia wo shiwisa or the second a friend is a kandapa. Ghana the MPs na ministers they was shiwi pa a kandapa. Ono anya every 2 hours be so shiwi. Men ka se me dinner te me nim kandapa me nim so shiwi. Aha. Oh, na Dr. Ren, who's why she be that now? Maybe I miss me kakanda padi. You need your shiwipa. It will not downfall. Now, my ambassador at large, you know. Presidential secretary. Your friend is saying, Mr. Pyjamas. Now I say, I presidential, Akufo-Addo Ninia, why the ambassador at large. It's say, Sikano Yem Famano. On fan kwetena sa private jet no fan too quite. That's all. Because okra diplomatic passport any airport to be could be a point of entry no yen search no. What you say per the arrangement diplomatic passport no. There are certain particular airports go wa yen search o. Enti na Ghana no a the title say America for buy yen search wo soldier for be free America ba yen search wo because of a year diplomatic a year inkita ho a de wo wonti saa na tie ono nso no wo kwa wo de Ghana sika no wie gu bag no de akọ eni ntina Akufo-Addo wa hyase o yiyi ni nuanom no a free positions ministry of a year finance we in free work because he can ye wie maybe aye do na say ye kobo ho ban wo amanone ehun krata ese yekoye baby ese yekokata so ni na yekokata so Agyapadie ese yetototo ni na ese yekone yekototo nti se yeko position a saa Agyapadie no efisa efie wo ne yekakotena nti uba aye Akufo-Addo uba UK Mayfair omo we Agyapadie bebre one of the most expensive areas to live in the United Kingdom. I can tell you, sir, one of the most expensive areas to live in Europe. Yes, Mayfair. One of the most expensive areas to live in Europe. Just here, on a 1 bedroom flat, it costs almost about £1 million. Yes. So these are the people. Agyapadie no, maybe but you see, that is the most wicked part of these people. If you still carry the back amanone. And so amanone for this say, yem koye kuro. Now can you think about this? Obroni bien obe sike free the kuro no de aba Ghana. Nanko Jimmy. Or the betina kuro no de aye kuro ni. But these people when they steal, they are in a hurry to bring it to Europe. No betina one more into bon say obi say a friend say professor buzi am no mo hihye dem no mawu titi to mo cancel flat no mawu ko eto da bia wo mo sika no And I'm saying, Oman Fakwan, Passoen, yes, can it know. Boys are afraid the man involve themselves in certain activities. And you see, a bedroom now for their buying a crowd and they start twisting so until they can't even access the money. He said, the Abacha and man is a bedroom maybe no, na Abiolamo, a bedroom maybe not a yet. Is it Abacha also? One of them. A bedroom maybe not a yet ding the amount. So, I'm waiting me access fund. So maybe what they call Switzerland crowd there and the crowd there was Switzerland. Jessica no we are kwa Jessica no crowd na a ding. They will tell you say prove says can you there any money laundering. We are crassiful, we are uncivilized. We didn't be here. So you want to talk a yacht and a yacht, maybe can a yacht. My man say me man can say. Look, I want to talk to be brave man on it. And I be with France. If you were a friend is saying these British Islands need be Nancy be. So for me, dear, corruption, do ya mabubo boss so me bubo real you over 100 and something. That could be a me bubo baba kra no a. E be kwa to aba kra na me bubo corruption in wie under Kufuor government. Now, this is a manner. Na Ghana fo nyina esu. Na Kufuor esu. So omun ya ketua ye dua omuka. Na president. Na Kufuor plane £14,000 an hour. Sa plane no and then Magdan etre se wa top plane no. Se Magdan say me boa ombra bontin no be kan kire Ghana for say plane na o use no enye de na Kufuor etene mu a na o de kwa abrochi no £14,000 an hour no. That is the plane esi airport wa Magdan say dia. For me dem say Kufuor and no o de tene mu o de kwa abrochi eba. Ye kasa ya no be jasi airport wo. Ekowie kire yesi Magdan atop. Me dem nim se Magdan atop. Me dem nim se Kufuor plane. Ghana sika and we hwia no de atop plane no de esi wo. Omo suro no mo pen no krenti. Omo wi am say asimesi bi Agyapadie. Magdan wo sika bi a onfa nye trade fair na wabubu no. Onfa nsiesie wo. Na amanfo enye ndidwa ewo ho. Ye hu no say Magdan wo sika. Look. Sorry, anopa £14,000. Now you do anapco. Youth in afforestation. 1 year, 8 months. Basing youth in afforestation football. Omotika came for 1 year, 8 months. 8 months. I mean, say last week, boys need be friends. Said Dr. Ren. Yeah, Jumanoa, I can see Sikana came to young copy. I didn't cramp no. Almost so much I fine. Umutia fine. Omofanko. Obiako ye. Obiako shame rim. Wakoda and rim. You see, the youth and afforestation as a youth in afforestation. Wakoda and rim. Abo Ghana, yemfuo ho ban. Abo Ghana, Agyapadie ho ban. Bosumi aso esi etua ne ka. Kufuor de ne sika de akwakofu plane. Dware wo hwiem. Spending £14,000 an hour. Now just imagine that 1 hour no £14,000 no. Unim go for do anaye nab Kufuor anke betumi tua omoka. Youth in afforestation for do anke betumi tua omoka. Sa sika no. Unim sika do anke Kufuor betumi dia kan Ghana for ma me for mo prapra wa abonten abosumi obodi 220 Ghana cedis. Make us say 220 Ghana cedis no. It is £12 e UK. £12 or £12 Ghana ni ma me ne bosumi aketua. Na se nyankopon no wo soro so when tua Kufuor ne papa ene ne maame ene ne nananom ene ne nuanom ene ne busuafo ne ma ne nananom eka na sa nyankopon no ye ko ne kodu heaven na mebusa ansam ya me aden Kufuor do bribe na wo je ya na. These are questions I'll be asking my own God, because human being cannot sit in this world and be so wicked to people, and that is a Kufuor. And you see, it's very, very sad, because I know the number of people are through a year through a year grant, a year abna grant, through a year Henry Jenfi, and why be I've forgotten the other person's name. Ophilida Amanfo. Bosumi bia, boa me kakra nkra. Emma ya hwe maamefo mpanyimfo a se bio ade abechi do me declared. Look, the last time my kid brother Eddie Nyama call a year one village, Oko village also come on emu any a friend is saying kusiane hu Nyama kakra. You understand me? Any sika kakra in envelope. No. My brother had to call me and say, yeah, quick transfer. Adenya. Akwa to my bia. My yari kidney. Uniska de hospital. Enti parankwa no ofa na se eye ne ya, the tia ya no afa para. Onumpu no nim se o kidney. But o se ni yem. Na me ka che me brand so on fa ne ko takrade hospital. Ye hwe se ni yem no a wo ka. Ne koya esi maame no o kidney problem. The ontimi njo so. Enti o ka se ni yem ya ne twonso e di twonso ne mba. Ti won onim so kidney the kidney no S. By friends, yeah. How can our leaders be so wicked like this?